What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So I keep getting requests for these versus videos and you all seem to love them, so as long as you keep requesting them, then I will keep making them. And that brings us to today's versus video, which is going to be between SoFi Money and Ally Bank. So at this point, you know the drill. We're going to brush up on what each of these accounts has to offer as far as the features go, and then compare them directly to each other to see which one might be the better option for you. So let's jump right into it. As per usual with these versus videos, I have done separate reviews on both SoFi Money and Ally Bank, so definitely check those out if you want a really in-depth look at either of these accounts. But SoFi and Ally Bank are honestly two of my personal favorites, and other than maybe Discover, these are the two banks that I have used for the longest. And yes, while I am notorious for being a big fan of SoFi, I am not sponsored by either of these companies, but I do want to pause for a second and thank today's video sponsor, which is no one. There's still no video sponsor. But seriously, I do always try to keep these videos as unbiased as possible, and regardless of which one I might prefer at the end of the video, make sure that you listen to all of the different features and decide which one might be the best option for you, because you and I might be different financially. So with SoFi, you're going to have more of a hybrid account that they call a cash management account, and this is basically a blend of a traditional checking and savings account combined. So with this account, you're currently going to earn 0.25% interest, which is honestly the biggest drawback with SoFi, because compared to a lot of the competition, this is just not that good. Now, I will point out that this is essentially a checking account, so when compared to other checking accounts, 0.25% is actually fantastic, considering that most checking accounts give you absolutely nothing in interest. However, it definitely is a bummer that there's no option such as a savings account to earn a higher interest rate. Now, while you aren't going to be earning much as far as interest goes with this account, SoFi is currently running a number of different promotions where they will give you $25 when you open an account and deposit $250, $75 for free when you set up direct deposits of $500 or more, and they will match up to $50 in roundup savings currently on top of the regular $50 that they will give you when you open your account if you use the link down in the description below. So even though the interest rates are definitely a huge drawback in my opinion, you might not meet all of these criteria, but at least you can get some free money if you do want to open up one of these accounts. Now beyond that, you're going to have absolutely no fees on this account and have free access to their network of 55,000 Allpoint ATMs, which if you've seen any of my other bank reviews, then you've probably come to expect that. With SoFi, you're also going to have various cashback offers with partnered retailers, FDIC insurance of up to $1.5 million, which is significantly higher than many competitors, and access to their peer-to-peer transfer system that allows you to send and receive money to any friends who also use SoFi. Now, unfortunately, at least for the time being, they are not partnered with Zelle like many of their competitors, so the peer-to-peer transfer system is honestly not that great since both people have to be on the same platform. So in my opinion, you'd just be better off sticking with a third-party app like Venmo, at least for the time being. Now, I do want to mention that SoFi does offer joint bank accounts, which is an area that a lot of banks are falling short for some reason. So if you and your spouse are looking to get a bank account together, then that is definitely something you want to keep in mind. And lastly, I would personally give their mobile application a 9 out of 10 because it is really easy to use and understand, and all of the other financial tools that we'll talk about later in the video are going to be under one platform, which I have always been a huge advocate for. Now, that being said, one thing that I hate about SoFi that a lot of you have mentioned down in the comment section is that they do heavily push their own products and other articles from the homepage, which makes it a bit cluttered, and it is a little annoying if you ask me, but it's not the end of the world. And also, before we talk about some of the other features that they offer, SoFi's customer service is pretty great with 7-day per week US-based customer support, although the hours are a bit limited, but honestly, that's not a huge drawback if you ask me. And another huge benefit with SoFi is that you are going to be able to get physical paper checks, which I know is something that a lot of you are looking for in your bank. And while we are focusing on the SoFi Money platform and comparing it to Ally's banking services, keep in mind that SoFi does also have their own investing platform that gives you access to their automated investing features, retirement accounts, cryptocurrencies, fractional shares, and a ton of other very awesome financial tools, including their own SoFi ETFs. And on top of that, they also have SoFi Borrow that allows you to get various loan options, as well as the brand new SoFi credit card and their budgeting service called SoFi Relay that allows you to keep track of all of these different things under one umbrella. All right, so that was a really quick run through of SoFi. So now let's check out Ally Bank and see how it stacks up. So unlike SoFi, Ally Bank has a more traditional model where you're able to get a separate savings account and checking account. As far as their savings account goes, you're currently going to earn 0.6% interest, although remember these rates are constantly changing, and they have some really great features within their savings account, such such as their bucket savings feature and their boosting savings feature that I talked about both in depth in the full review on Ally Bank. Just like SoFi, Ally Bank has no fees, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance fees, and while they do have a few obscure fees here and there, these are for very, very specific things that you are probably never going to come across, and I will mention that they are very upfront about the fees that they do charge, so really nothing to worry about there. Now, Ally Bank says that they also are on the Allpoint network of ATMs and gives you access to their 43,000 ATMs compared to SoFi's 55,000, and that is important to note since I believe that this is because SoFi and many competitors offer the Allpoint networks worldwide while Ally only offers them domestically here in the US. I'm not positive about that, but considering they are both on the Allpoint network, I'm assuming that this is the reason why there is such a discrepancy in the number of ATMs offered. So that's the savings account, but like I said, you also have the option to get a separate checking account, which is also going to earn an interest rate currently of 0.1% with balances below $15,000 and 0.25% with balances over $15,000. Now, neither of those numbers are that great, but again, this is a checking account, so the fact that you're earning anything is fantastic, and that higher interest rate of 0.25% is what SoFi is offering across the board, so that is definitely a leg up for Ally Bank when it comes to interest rates. Another area that Ally Bank has a huge advantage is in their 24/7 customer support that is extremely helpful and usually has wait times well below 5 minutes, which in my eyes is a huge plus. You're also going to be fully FDIC insured up to $250,000, which is pretty standard for a normal bank, and while that is a lot lower than what SoFi is currently offering, that's really not going to affect most of us, and at least you do know that you are FDIC insured should you ever need it. And I do also want to mention that Ally is partnered with Zelle, which means you're basically able to send or receive money from any bank account here in the US, which is another huge advantage for sure. And lastly, as we talked about with SoFi, outside of their banking features, Ally Bank does also have their own investing platform with a lot of standard investing features, but some more advanced things like forex trading, options, bonds, mutual funds, as well as the ability to trade on margin, although as someone who cares about your financial well-being, I would not recommend that. Not that that is financial advice in any way. And Ally Bank also offers a slew of loan options including mortgages, auto loans, personal loans, as well as CDs and money market accounts, which are two account options that SoFi currently does not offer. So you're probably seeing why I put these two banks head to head, because they are very, very similar, and honestly, either of them would be a fantastic option for your online bank. Now, if we're strictly looking at the banking features that each of these companies offers, Ally Bank definitely has the advantage as far as the interest rates go, and they have 24/7 customer support, which again gives them a leg up on SoFi. As far as the mobile platforms go, I would definitely give that category to SoFi, because while they do have a lot of ads that can get a little annoying, I love the layout of their application and think it is really easy and sleek, and honestly, Ally Bank's mobile app could definitely use some updates. And that actually segues nicely into deciding between these two banks, because there is one key difference that I have personally found that we haven't yet discussed. In my experience, if you are really looking to keep track of all of your finances from your phone, then SoFi is definitely going to be the better platform for you, because it really is optimized for mobile. Yes, they obviously have their website where you can log in and keep track of everything, but it is very obvious that they spent a lot of time and money in developing their mobile app. Now, Ally Bank, on the other hand, has been around for a lot longer and really pioneered the fully online banking model, and as a result, their desktop-based website and online banking features are really top-notch in my opinion. So for me, I do about 95% of my banking from my phone, so that's why I prefer SoFi, but if I have to be honest, if you're strictly looking at the features that they offer, and you do prefer to do all of your banking from your computer, then Ally Bank might be the better option for you. Either way, these accounts have no fees and are free to open, so I would highly recommend that you try out both of them and see which one you prefer. Now, while Ally Bank is not currently offering any sign-up bonuses that I could find, if you do decide that you want to try out SoFi or give both of these banks a shot, then remember to use that link down in the description below, because that'll give you $50 for free when you open up a SoFi Money account. As always, let me know down in the comment section below which of these accounts you personally prefer and what other banks you'd like to see go head-to-head in future videos. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. If you did enjoy this video, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who you think would enjoy this content as well. And of course, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.